Hello friends, welcome back to our World War II storytelling series. In part 1, we talked about how the war began, how anger, fear and dangerous ideas led to a new global conflict. In part 2, we will talk about how the war spread across Europe. This part will focus on two important events, the fall of France and the Battle of Britain. These events show how fast the powerful German army was and how one country, Britain, stood alone. Let's begin. Chapter 1, Germany attacks again. After Germany invaded Poland in 1939, Britain and France declared war. But for a few months nothing happened. People called this time Pony War because no big battles happened in Western Europe. But Germany was not resting. Hitler and his generals were planning their next move. In April 1940, Germany attacked Denmark and Norway. The German army moved quickly using ships, planes and troops. Denmark surrendered in one day. Norway fought back, but in a few weeks Germany won there too. Why did Germany want Norway? Because of its ports and access to the sea. Germany wanted to control the area for shipping and to stop Britain from using it. Now the world saw how Hitler was serious. He wanted to take over all of Europe. Chapter 2, The Fall of France. In 1940, Germany attacked Belgium, the Netherlands and Luxembourg. These countries were neutral. There were no fighting on either side, but Germany didn't care. Hitler used a surprise attack called Blitzkrieg, which calls Lightning War. Blitzkrieg was fast and powerful. Planes dropped bombs. Tanks rolled quickly. Soldiers moved fast, not giving defenders time to stop them. In just days, the German army moved deep into these countries. The French and Britain armies were waiting at the wrong place. They had built strong defenses along the border between France and Germany, called Maginot Line, but Germany went around it. Through the Ardennes forest, which its allies thought was too hard for tanks to cross, but German tanks did it. The Allies' armies were caught by surprise. They were trapped. Chapter 3, The Miracle of Dunkirk. As German forces moved quickly, they pushed the Britain and French troops to the coast, to a port city called Dunkirk in northern France. Hundreds of thousands of soldiers were stuck. The German army was closing in, but something unexpected happened. From May 26 to June 4, in 1940, a rescue operation took place. The British sent navy ships, boats, small yachts, and anything that could float across English Channel to rescue the trapped soldiers. This rescue called the Miracle of Dunkirk. In total, around 338,000 soldiers were saved. They crossed the sea and returned to Britain. Even though the Allies had lost the battle, saving so many soldiers gave people hope. Chapter 4, France surrenders. After Dunkirk, the German army kept moving. On June 14, 1940, German troops marched into Paris, the capital of France. The French government decided to stop fighting. On June 2020, France officially surrendered to Germany. Hitler made French leaders sign the surrender in the same train car where Germany had signed its own surrender at the end of World War I. This was a way of Hitler to show revenge. Now, most of Western Europe was under German control. Only one major country remained free, Great Britain. Chapter 5, Hitler plans to invade Britain. After France surrendered, Hitler turned his eyes to Britain. He wanted to invade the island, but to do that, Germany needed to control the skies, the air, over Britain. So Hitler planned to destroy the Royal Air Force, RAF, Britain Air Force. The German Air Force, called the Luftwaffe, had more plans to pilots. Hitler believed they could win quickly. The plan was called Operation Sea Lion. But before the invasion, Germany needed to win the battle in the air. Chapter 6, The Battle of Britain begins. In July 1940, German planes started bombing British military targets, airfield, radar stations, and airplane factories. The battle in the sky had begun. The British pilots were brave. They flew fast fighter planes called Spitfires and Hurricanes. They used radar to spot German planes and quickly attack them. The RFA was small, but it was smart, quick, and determined. In August, the attacks grew stronger. German planes flew over southern England and dropped bombs every day. They wanted to destroy Britain Air Force completely. But the British pilots fought hard. Many of them were very young, even teenagers. Some of them were countries to help Britain, like Poland, Canada, and New Zealand. Chapter 7, London is bombed. In September 1940, Germany changes its plan. Instead of only bombing airfields, they started bombing cities, especially London. This attack became known as the Blitz. Night after night, German planes flew over British cities, dropping bombs, buildings burned. Families hid in the underground shelters. Children were sent to the countryside to stay safe. But the only people Britain did not give up. They stayed strong. The Prime Minister, Winston Churchill, gave powerful speeches to inspire them. He said, "We shall fight on beaches. We shall never surrender." The 8. Britain fight back. Even though Germany had more planes, Britain had smart leaders, radar technology and brave pilots. Slowly, the RAF began to win. German planes were shot down. By October 1940, Hitler stopped his invasion plans. He could not defeat the RAF. The Battle of Britain was over and Britain had won. This was the first major defeat for Hitler. It shows the world can Germany could be stopped. Chapter 9. A turning point. The victory in the Battle of Britain was a big moment. It gave people hope. It showed even the small group of determined people could stand against a powerful enemy. But the war was far from over. Germany still controlled much of Europe. Hitler began to look east towards the Soviet Union, and a Pacific Japan was growing stronger. The world was heading towards more battles, more pain, and more bravery. But for now, the light had to go on out of Europe. Britain was still standing. End of part 2. Thanks for listening to this part of the World War II story. In the part 3, we will learn about Hitler's invasion of Soviet Union, the biggest land attack in history, and how the war spread even further. Until then, good night and see you tomorrow.